Yeah. You know, this story of Jesse Owens, where he was an Olympic athlete in 1936. Yeah, I was really upset at how the Germans treated him. Yeah, and then there was some Americans that treated him as a boy. Yeah. Listen, boy, you're going to do what I say. You know, you could be a you could win four gold medals. Yeah, and some asshole racist right now will still treat you like a black man. Now, I would say, as much as I was disappointed in how Germany received him as an athlete, I looked at the individuals that were around the Olympic team in 1936. Yeah, not impressed. Now, this follicle stimulating hormone, FSH in women, yeah, is the pituitary hormone responsible for stimulating follicular cells in the ovary to grow. Yes. Now, I mentioned this little gas that I wanted to use a balloon to blow into the actual womb and the ovaries. You know, I think there's a way to do this without having to go through the bloodstream. Now, there is a certain woman that happens to be somewhere around 50 years old. Yes. And her husband's a pastor of a church. Yeah. Did I get any mail that Mike opened the mail and thought, well, since he sent it to my address, I have the right to open the mail? That would be mail fraud, Mike. Oh, See, when you send to the wrong address, my mail, and if you opened any of it, I can have you put in prison for that. Now, for the police department in Squim, Washington. Oh, look at the Carlsberg P.O. box. Did you get the actual packages that I sent from Guam? Yes, because Heidi left everything there. And I thought, well, maybe she was the bee on me when I was packing up those boxes. Yeah. And I sent it to the Carlsberg post office. Yes. And it was a snowstorm when I got here. Yes, it was. It was in 2012, approximately March of 2012. Could you get me the post office in Carlsberg and Squim, and then find out if any of Mike's dogs had decided to go through the mail? Now I'm going to sue Mike. And Marilyn has this problem that she's in her late 40s, could possibly be early 30s. Yes. And when a woman has not had a menstrual period for one full year, she is said to be menopause. Yeah. Well, my concern is that biological clock that nobody could put their finger on. This documentation does a really good job explaining why women feel that way. And I thought that instead of putting it in the bloodstream, yes, quite possibly I could just blow it into the womb, the fallopian tubes, and the ovaries. Yeah, because I'm wanting to do some experimentation. Now, there's the response to Congress to this unlawfulness. Yes. Officially entitled An Act to Enforce the Provisions of the 14th Amendment to the Constitution of the United States and for other purposes. Now, it sounds like a law that something Congress passed, yes, that I was going to maybe Google, yes, see if I could find a PDF of it. See, was necessary because state governments, known as Washington State, each and every state of the United States, was unwilling or unable to enforce their own laws equally on behalf of all classes or citizens. Yes. Did you know I'm a class of citizen? I'm a protected class known as the homeless. Pooh. Now, well, I know it sounds like one of those laws that when I sue you, yes, each and every state, and I sue Homeland Security, for refusing to enforce the laws of Congress, and then because see all these here, somebody thought I was being mean.